Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sue with Homesteading with Sue, and I tried last week a sourdough sandwich loaf that was put into 4 pieces and then put in the pan. Today I'm going to retry that recipe, and I'm just going to stick it into the pan rolled up like a regular loaf of bread. And right now I have in this pot on this hot plate, I have the butter, salt, sugar, milk, and I'm waiting for the butter to dissolve and milk and the sugar to dissolve. And then once it's dissolved, we'll pour it in with the sourdough starter that I have. And I already have the flour ready to go, and also 1 egg. And I will, of course, attach this recipe to the YouTube channel page. That way you guys know what I'm doing. So I want to move this, hold on a second. Okay, so now I am going to pour the mixture that's in the pan into my sourdough starter. And stir it around nice and really good. I am going to put the 1 egg in. Whoops. Minus the shell. And stir it together some more. And I'm going to put in 2 2/3 cup of flour into this bowl. Stir it together. I have already buttered my loaf pan and cleaned my working space because I'm going to drop this right onto the counter. Or right onto the table, actually. Whoops. And in this recipe, it asks to keep a half a cup of flour out. So you just put some down on your spot where you want to use it. And I'm going to knead this bread. And use more flour than I did. Whoops. It should be a little sticky, but it shouldn't stick to your fingers like that just did. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make it into a nice ball. going to stick it back into our bowl, and then we're going to let it rise for 2 hours. Okay, so it's been 2 hours since we put this to raise. I forgot to put oil on it when I put it in this bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put oil on it when I put it in the actual pan. Before we let it sit for 2 hours. Knead it just a little bit to fit in the pan. Rub it on nicely. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit more on there. And then we're going to let it raise for another 2 hours, and then we'll bake it. Alright, this is how the bread looks after it raised for another 2 hours. Now we're going to cook it for 30 minutes at 350 degrees, and then we'll pull it out of the oven and cook it for another 15 minutes with tin foil on the top. I really like the look of this bread better than the last time with the 3 loaves attached. If you like my video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And thank you. Have a good night.